very, very consistent. And I think it will be, we talk about how many players the captains have played. We've seen games where they've played 16 players in a game. The depth, I think, will really need to show up in this one to battle against Emory and try to run this ball against a team that's scoring 86 points a game. But one thing, Francis, I find interesting is in their first 10 games that, of course, they are 10-0, this is only their second away game of the year. They have played 3 neutral site games, but only their second time being on the other team's home court.
Yeah, their only true road game was at Calvin, and they have played, as you said, a total of 3 neutral court games, and they're, of course, 3-0 in those games, and they won at Calvin, so they've done well everywhere they've played this year. Head coach Jason Zimmerman, a veteran head coach, 17th year leading the Eagles of Emory, and his teams are very successful. They've won almost 300 times under head coach Zimmerman. His record 298 and 133, so he's got a 69% winning percentage. Very successful, just as John Krikorian, John Krikorian has now won 326 games as the leader of the captains. Only 75 losses, 81% winning percentage. So 2 very good coaches, 2 very good teams getting ready to square off here today at C.J. Woolham Court at the Freeman Center at CNU and Emory. Captains ranked number 18 in the country. Emory number 1 in the last poll. And we'll take a break. We'll come back and talk to CNU head coach John Krikorian as we continue on our pregame show right after this timeout on the home of
BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12-ounce sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 12OZ and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sports book. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-ounce sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-ounce sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's
John Krikorian, coach. A good win for your team the last time out, and now it's 3 wins in a row for the captains as you captured the captain's shootout this past week. And I know John Hines had a lot to do with that. He was the MVP of the tournament, but overall, good effort from your team both days.
Yeah, I thought it was a great way to come back from the break. I thought overall we improved to some of the areas that we had focused on. Barry gave us really a good fight in that game and knocked down some really highly contested shots, and we were able to withstand that and pull away at the end. And John certainly had a great weekend, and was really proud of him for the effort.
John had 37 in the championship game on Monday and was the Player of the Week this week in the Coast to Coast Athletic Conference. And you ended up winning that game, as you said, 79-71, not indicative of just how close it was. That game was in the offing down the stretch, and a lot of free throws at the end of the game certainly helped, but some big shots as well.
Yeah, like we said, and I think our defense stepped up, got some big stops there towards the end, and we got it to 10 there pretty rapidly with about 3 minutes to go. But until that point, yeah, it was back and forth. So great learning and film opportunities for our guys.
Well, it's 3 straight wins again, and a record now of 12-3 for the captains as they get ready to take on the top team in the country today, the Eagles of Emory University. We'll talk about Emory when we continue right after this timeout on the home of the captains.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right.
About Emory, coach went down to Atlanta last year and suffered a tough loss to the Eagles. This is a great team. They're 10-0. What more can you say? They play good defense. They shoot well. I think they do everything pretty well.
Yeah, and that team is back. I mean, they were sophomores and juniors last year. They're juniors and seniors this year. They play at a very fast pace. They change defenses. They get a lot of steals. They shoot a lot of threes at all positions, and they can put up some points in a hurry. So it's one of those games where you can't take 2-3 minutes off. You'll find yourself down double digits quickly. That's what happened to us last year, and so we're really going to have to take care of the ball, get back in transition defense, and then counterpunch at the other end. You're going to have to score some points. You can't win this game in the 60s, and we've been pushing the ball fairly quickly as well, I would say. So this one's got the potential to be a high-scoring affair.
They've got 4 guys averaging in double figures. Jair Knight leads the way at 20 a game, and right behind him, Ben Pierce at 18 points a game. They've got a lot of different weapons. Not real deep, but certainly a lot of weapons.
Yeah, those 2 guys are really dynamic players. They can break down a defense, but they can also knock it down from deep. So they're certainly going to be keys. But those other guys are no slouches. They can shoot it and put it down a little bit. And then their big guys are such hard matchups with Shanahan, and then Martin's off the bench. These are 6'8", 6'9" guys that shoot threes and post up deep and rebound the ball. So we'll be tested.
Should be a great battle here today at the Freeman Center. We'll be back with John Krikorian as we continue on our pregame show right here on the home of the captains, Extra 99.1 FM.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUSTPODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Basketball coming up shortly here at the Freeman Center at CNU and Emory. First game of the new year, Coach, and only game at home for a while. I know the schedule certainly not in your favor now. A lot of road games coming up, but this is a game today that you've got to be looking at as a springboard to those road games coming up, and always are so tough at home. I know your team at home, it's a different story when you're here at the Freeman Center. This should be a great battle.
Should be. It's not often you get to play the number 1 team in the country on your home court. Hopefully we get a nice crowd here today for our military appreciation game, and I want to make sure I just talk about how appreciative and grateful we are for all of our service members, and a great day to honor those guys, men and women, today, and hopefully we can put on a great show.
Everybody healthy coming in?
For the most part, we're doing as well as we can, but pretty good.
Sounds good, Coach. Happy New Year. We'll talk to you right after the ball game.
Thanks, Francis.
Yep, John Krikorian, our guest on our pregame show as always, and we'll take a break. We'll come back with the lineups and then the start of today's game right here at the Freeman Center. Right after.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
For some, it's just a game.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today. Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go
For the captains and the Eagles of #1 Emory University. And let's take a look at the visitors. The Eagles, who come in with a record of 10 wins and no losses. Ben Pierce will be in the backcourt. Pierce is a 6'1 junior guard from Tuckahoe. And he is averaging 18 points a game. Ben Pierce, leading scorer for this, well, actually the second leading scorer for this Emory team, as Jair Knight is a bit ahead of him. Ben Pierce from Tuckahoe, New York, again, 18 points a game. And Jair Knight, 6'2 junior from Elyria, Ohio. And Knight averages just under 20 a game. And also in the starting lineup, Albert Fallis. Fallis is a 6-foot senior guard from Beverly Hills, California. And Fallis is averaging 5 points per game. Logan Shanahan and A.J. Harris will be inside for Emory. Shanahan is a 6'7 senior from Westchester, Pennsylvania, who's averaging 11 points and a team-high 8 rebounds a game. A.J. Harris, a 6'5 sophomore out of Piedmont, California, and Harris averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds a game. So it's Pierce, Fallis, Shanahan, Harris, and Knight for head coach Jason Zimmerman. And for the captains, Tyson Henderson is the point guard. Henderson, a 5'10 sophomore from Lancaster, Virginia. Toa Hollenbeck, 6'3 sophomore from Chesapeake. At the 2 spot, Ethan Ward will be in the middle. Ward, a 6'7 sophomore from Virginia Beach. And the Hines brothers round out the captain's starting lineup. John and Colin Hines, both from Norfolk. John Hines, 5th-year senior All-American. Colin Hines, 6'5 junior. And we'll take a break. We'll come back with the start of today's game after this timeout on the home of the captains, Extra 99.1 FM and CNU.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets. America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today. America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
For basketball here at the Freeman Center, Emory has been introduced, and now the captain's starters are being brought out as Noah Hollenbeck is first out of the captain's huddle. Tyson Henderson at the point. Ethan Ward will be in the middle again for CNU, and the Hines brothers rounding out the starting five. Tracy, captains again need production today to kind of keep up with this Emory team. This is the kind of team that can really get ahead of you. And looking back to last year's game, Emory put 86 points on the captains last year. CNU trailed by 6 at halftime and then got outscored by 10 in the second half. They're going to have to keep up their production today.
Yeah, and they're going to have to really defend that three-point line, much like Barry was. This team scores a lot from the three-point line. They're averaging between 10 and 11 made three-pointers a game. Put that into contrast with the captains, who are making about 5 to 6 a game, so almost doubling up the captains from the three-point line on average this year. Captains are really going to be wary of that perimeter defense and not giving up easy buckets on the inside. Ethan Ward is going to have his hands filled because he is likely going to be one-on-one inside, not too much help on the interior.
Last year, Emory knocked down 11 three-pointers against the captains. They were 11 of 23 from beyond the arc. Captains will try to avoid that here today. Captains in white, Emory in dark blue. Ethan Ward getting ready to jump center with Logan Shanahan. And we are set. The opening tip of the game controlled by nobody. It's out of bounds on the near sideline, and it's going to be captain's ball after it was tipped out by Shanahan.
I was kind of wondering why Ben Pierce did not go and grab that basketball. He had a chance to get it. Now they're asking what possession should be because they're saying Emory knocked it out of bounds, so it will be it'll still be Emory's basketball on the next jump ball, even though technically they got the tip. They just knocked it out of bounds and no possession was had.
20 on the shot clock as the captains inbound, just underway here at the Freeman Center. It comes into Henderson to the corner. Open look for Hollenbeck. His three, first shot of the game, no good. And Logan Shanahan pulls down the rebound for the Eagles of Emory as they go right to left across the floor here. That's C.J. Willem Court down low. The first shot of the game for the Eagles is errant as Jair Knight misses. And the captains come away with the rebound.
And John Hines on Ben Pierce there. A good matchup.
Hollenbeck out front, dribbles to his left, now goes to the wing, hands it off to Henderson. Up top to John Hines, coming off a 37-point performance. Hines drives to the baseline, spins, right hand. He traveled before the shot, and it's no basket. It will be Emory ball.
Yeah, he made a spin and then picked up the pivot foot on the right-handed jump hook. Right call by the official.
Ben Pierce comes across midcourt. Pierce out of Tuckahoe, New York. Drives, puts up the pass, and it's put in by Shanahan. Nicely done. Not quite what you would call an alley-oop, but it was in the direction of the basket. Shanahan went up and got it and scored the first points of the game.
Yeah, Shanahan, 6'7", went up very nicely on that well-positioned pass for the easy two.
John Hines battling in the low post, turning around on the baseline, leans in, puts it up, missed everything. Rebound comes out, controlled by Albert Fallis of Emory, and here come the Knights, or the, I should say, Jair Knight, and here's Pierce going inside. Ben Pierce scores for the Eagles, and it's 4-0 Emory.
Couple of easy buckets in the paint for Emory.
Colin Hines step back 15-footer around the rim and out. Rebounded by Logan Shanahan. Emory with a 4-0 lead and looking for more. Pierce gives back to Shanahan. Now left side Harris. Harris drives into the paint, kicks it back out to the right wing to Pierce. Emory again with a record of 10-0 on the year. On the baseline, Harris is hemmed in, sends it out. Elbow right side, jumper put up, no good. That one's missed by Fallis, and Captains go the other way, still looking for their first points, down 4-0. Hollenbeck, turnaround, baseline, short shot is good.
A fadeaway, one-legged shot by Hollenbeck, a hard baseline jumper, but Hollenbeck gets the Captains on the board.
There's Pierce looking for a three. It rattles out, rebound out of bounds, and there's a foul call.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Shanahan going over the back of Ethan Ward, who did a very good job of boxing out the 6'7" senior.
So we've got our first foul of the game on Logan Shanahan. Captains will inbound down 4-2. Captains 12-3 on the year. They've won 3 in a row. Ethan Ward finds Colin Hines driving. He missed the shot. Rebound Fallis, and here come the Eagles again. Driving down the court, Harris dishes back out front. Now left side. Knight went into the air, dishes the pass away to Harris. On the left wing, he'll let it fly.
Barely got iron.
Yeah, just missed about everything there as Henderson has the rebound. Tyson Henderson dribbles down the court for the Captains. Henderson sends it out to Toa Hollenbeck. 3 minutes into the first half, a 4-2 Emory lead in the early going. John Hines, a spin move into the lane, puts it up, left it short. Rebound knocked around and pulled away by Ethan Ward.
It's the first offensive rebound for the Captains.
Colin Hines with a lane to the basket. He missed the short one, but he puts it back up and in.
Put up the harder one, actually. He had an easy drive to the basket and put it off the backboard a little too hard. Got his own rebound and put up a harder shot.
Tie game at 4, and Emory throws the ball out of bounds on the pass to the baseline. And the Captains will have it. We've got our first substitution of the game as Jason Ofkarsik comes in for CNU. Ofkarsik, a 6'6" sophomore transfer out of Hampton, Massachusetts. And Ryan Derderian coming in as well. Derderian, a 6'5" sophomore from Gainesville, Virginia.
Yeah, on the last Emory possession, or last CNU possession, Colin Hines was calling for a substitution, and as soon as he comes out, goes right to the training table to get some work done on his legs.
Tie game at 4. Captains looking for their first lead of the afternoon as Ofkarsik sends it out to Henderson. Top of the key, now left side to the corner for Hollenbeck. Drives in, baseline floater on the way and good.
Nice touch by Hollenbeck. Took what the defense gave him, just drove right in, makes a 5-footer. 4 points for Hollenbeck as the Captains have their first lead.
And the ball knocked out of bounds. It went off Emory, and it will be Captains' ball, and we'll have a timeout here at the Freeman Center with 15:59 to go in the first half. The Captains have the lead 6-4, and we'll be back in a moment on the home of the
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12-ounce sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120OZ and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sports book. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
Mentioned during the pregame show, the captains are getting ready to head on the road. They've got 4 road games in a row coming up. It all starts this coming Wednesday night as the captains travel to Baltimore to take on the Blue Jays of Johns Hopkins University. That'll be a 6 o'clock game this coming Wednesday night. We'll be on the air at 5:40 with the pregame show. Seeing you in Johns Hopkins coming up this Wednesday as play resumes here. Captains have Isaiah Dozier in the game. He dishes to Henderson in the lane. His floater is good, and Tyson Henderson gives the captains an 8-4 lead.
Nice assist by Dozier, finding the cutting Henderson to the basket in the lane. Again, nobody there helping out. Henderson gets a nice 6-footer.
Cale Martins is in the game for Emory, senior from Texas. Comes out front. Ben Pierce has the ball. Pierce top of the key with a straight-on 3. It's short. And Ryan Derderian takes the rebound.
Captains have defended that three-point line pretty well.
Henderson driving, had it stripped out of bounds, and a foul is
I
called.
think that's going to be on Follis.
Albert Follis is a senior from Beverly Hills, California. His first foul and the second team foul on the Eagles. Tyson Henderson will be at the line for the first free throws of the game. Tyson already has 2 points, comes into this game averaging 9 points per game for the captains. Henderson readies, fires. Free throw number 1 is good, and the captains take a 9-4 lead.
And into the game for Emory is big number 32, Ethan Faust. He'll be in for Follis.
Faust, a sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. Second shot is good for Henderson. He's got 4. Captains lead now 10-4, so the captains on a 10-0 run after they were down 4-0 to start this game.
Yeah, in the last 3 minutes and 19 seconds, captains have been on a nice run.
Faust from out front, a little too strong off the back iron. Afkarsik had the rebound. It bounces off him, though, out of bounds.
Yeah, Afkarsik got up in the air, and the ball hit the rim one more time coming down, ricocheting off of Afkarsik's shoulder, unluckily out of bounds. Derderian comes out of the game. Ethan Ward, who was getting some instruction from Roland Ross in that last timeout, back in the game.
Still here by Dozier as he pokes it away. Dozier drives down the court, lays it up, no good. Rebound tipped out, and the Eagles have it. And they're running the break to Pierce. Pierce down the floor, puts it up, and hangs on the rim, comes off no good. Faust with the offensive rebound, sends it out front. Jair Knight misses from out front, and the ball out of bounds underneath. It's going to stay with Emory.
Well, and Emory tried to save it. I thought he may have stepped out of bounds trying to save it, but they're saying it goes out on CNU. And Toa Hollenbeck will come back into the game. And who is he replacing? It will be Isaiah Dozier. And it looks like Colin Hines is giving the thumbs up to Coach Krikorian, saying he is ready to get back in.
Captains with a nice run here, 10 points in a row, down low. Good job there by Cale Martins with his little turnaround. He makes it 10-6, and that ends the run.
That was pretty good defense there by Ethan Ward. Coach Krikorian yelling at some of his players to help Ward on that one.
Here's Ward from the baseline left, and he hits the short shot.
Wow, that was a nice-looking little jumper.
First score of the game for Ethan Ward. Captains lead 12-6 now.
About an 8-footer from the left baseline.
Almost 6 minutes into the first half here at the Freeman Center. Left side, Faust will take the shot, no good. Afkarsik with the CNU rebound.
That's good help there. Afkarsik getting on the weak side to go up high to get that rebound, not giving Emory a second chance.
Henderson sends it out to Hollenbeck. Toa averaging 15 points per game. He's behind John Hines in the scoring column. Here's Hines in the corner, left side. He'll take the jumper, missed it from about 18 feet. Rebound put back up by Afkarsik, no good. And it's cleared by Martins. Long pass ahead, driving down the court. Shot put up by Harris, no good. Captains with the rebound.
Smart play by Tyson Henderson. Just was there.
There's Hollenbeck with a 3, left wing off the back iron, no good. Afkarsik with the offensive rebound. He sends it out to Henderson. Henderson will shoot left of the lane. His 12-footer is good.
Captains getting second and third chances and making them pay.
Pass ahead all alone is Cale Martins, and he lays it in. He's got 4 quick points off the bench.
Way too easy.
Other way, Captains drive quickly. Toa Hollenbeck takes it in for 2. He's got 6 points. Captains lead by 8.
One of these coaches is going to need to call a timeout here just to give both teams a breather. It's been up and down.
More than 7 minutes into this game, and we've got a whistle in the lane as Martins was going for another turnaround.
They're going to say Ethan Ward got a little handsy there on Martins.
Looking back at last year's game, Cale Martins was one of the Emory starters, and he had 13 points against the Captains. Ben Pierce led the way. He had 22. The foul on Ethan Ward here, his first, and the first team foul on the Captains.
John Coppolino, the fourth, will be in the game for Emory.
And we see Hassan Hamad in for the first time for the Captains.
Yep, Derdarian, Dozier, and Madison also in for CNU.
Jamal Madison in for the first time, and off the inbounds pass, Martin scores again with a short jumper. He's got 6 points, and the Captains' lead is cut down to 6 now, 16-10.
The shorter Colin Hines was covering him on that one. He just went up and got that ball and went up and over Hines for the easy basket.
12:35 to go here in the first half. Colin Hines works the ball right side to the corner to Madison. Entry pass down low in traffic to Derdarian. Pump fake, shot up and in.
That was about 4 pump fakes, but it's what he needed to do. Derdarian very sound, got his footwork together, and gets the bucket inside.
First points off the bench for the Captains. Here's a pass down low as it goes to Shanahan. His shot no good, but a foul is called. And Logan Shanahan will be heading to the foul stripe for a couple of free throws.
They're saying, yep, it's going to say on Derdarian, they're saying he got his elbow on the shot, so Shanahan will be at the line.
Shanahan averaging 11 points and 8 rebounds a game. That's a team high, 8 rebounds. And Shanahan at the line this year shooting just under 60%, 21 of 36 so far, and he makes the first free throw. That's the first foul shot of the game for Emory. Makes it 18-11.
And if Karsick comes back in for the Captains, replacing Dozier, getting a little bit taller. They were definitely playing over the top of the Captains, were Emory, and he makes both foul shots.
Shanahan now with 4 points, and the lead for the Captains is 6, 18-12. And we've got just over 12 minutes to go here in the first half at the Freeman Center. Captains and the Eagles of Emory, number 1 team in the country in the last poll back in mid-December. Expect a new poll to come out tomorrow. Here's Karsick driving inside in traffic. Nice move, and he scores in the lane.
Again, the pump fakes proved very helpful. 3 pump fakes there for Karsick.
Long 3 from Pierce is short. Rebound knocked out. Pierce gets it back. Pierce drives the lane and loses the handle as he goes down. Derdarian comes away with it.
Does a little spin move, dribbling down like a point guard.
Left side, Jamal Madison for the Captains. Bounce feed goes to Derdarian. Spinning on the baseline, leans in. He got blocked from behind nicely.
Needed to be quicker. He had a smaller man on him and allowed them to help and get the block.
Well, the Eagles go inside. Here's Jair Knight. He leaves that shot short. Rebound. Hassan Hamad goes up to get it. Not a lot of shots falling for this Emory team in the first 9 minutes of the game.
No, 29.4% for the Eagles, 45% for the Captains, thus the 8-point lead.
Karsick ran into trouble down low as he had the shot redirected there, and it's recovered by Emory.
Almost a travel there by Shanahan going down with the rebound.
Coppolino brings the ball up, gives to Pierce on the right side. Pierce drives under the basket, now sends it to Shanahan in the corner. His 3 is good. Logan Shanahan knocks down the first 3 of the game for Emory. And the lead for the Captains is down to 5. Timeout, Captains. Will take a break. 10:33 to go here in the first half. CNU leading 20-15 on the home of the Captains. Extra 99.1 FM and CNUsports.com.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Newport with a 5-point lead over Emory here in the early going. We're almost midway through the first half at the Freeman Center. Captain's up again 20-15. And it boils down to shooting, doesn't it, Tracy? Captain's at 43%, Emory at 33%. But for head coach Jason Zimmerman, he's got to be very happy to see Logan Shanahan hit that three-pointer from the corner.
Yeah, that was the first 1 in 7 attempts for the Eagles. And like I said pregame, they average making 11 a game.
Yeah, they had 11 last year. They were 11 of 23 from long range against the Captains in the game in Atlanta. Here's Karsik to the corner for Colin Hines. Colin drives the paint. Nice move, and he lays it in.
Never really stopped him all the way to the basket. He was looking to give it back to Karsik, but when they didn't cover him, he's like, all right, I'll take the finger roll. 4 points for Colin Hines. And now an offensive foul by, I think it's Fallis.
Albert Fallis back in the game. Was kind of reaching his arm out and gets called for his second foul.
It's actually going to be Shanahan.
All right, it is on Shanahan. So Fallis just came back in. He is not the guilty party. Captains lead here by 7 with 10:05 to go, and Captains are going to have the ball back. That's the third team foul on the Eagles here in the first half. Amazingly, Tracy, the Captains are up by 7 on the #1 team in the country, and John Hines does not have a point yet.
That is something else.
He's got the ball right now. John Hines works to the right side and throws the ball to the corner. Saved by Colin Hines, but he saves it into Emory. And the Eagles have a turnover. Knight drives down the floor and puts it high in the air. It was tipped and out of bounds. It'll still belong to Emory.
Good defense by Jason Karsik, hustling back and just staying right with his man. The ball goes up in the air. They say that Karsik got a piece of it as it flies out of bounds.
So Fallis will inbound. Ball comes out front. Harris drives the lane. He got blocked and a foul is called.
I think it's going to be on Tyson Henderson. He's patting his chest.
It'll be #1 on Tyson Henderson.
I take it back. Apparently it's John Hines.
Well, it's #1 on John Hines. That's the third team foul on the Captains.
I think Tyson Henderson was just saying it was his bad letting the man get into the lane, but it was Hines who got the hand on him.
So the Eagles are at the line in the person
A.J. Harris.
Of Harris, and that's the first point of the game for A.J. Harris as he sinks the free throw. Harris averages 11. He's out of Piedmont, California.
California?
Yeah, the Californians.
That's right.
Second shot is good. It's now 22-17.
He took the 101 to Sunset Boulevard
That's
to
how
get
they,
here.
That's right. That's how they got here. Took the 95 up. Captains go inside to John Hines. His short shot is left short, but it's tipped in by Jason Karsik. And the Captains take a 7-point lead, 24-17.
Well, we were talking about how the Captains are going to need some more support for John Hines, and they're getting it. He is 0 for 4 from the field, but the Captains lead by 7.
Eagles try to go inside. Martins has it knocked away off. Karsik comes away with it. Under 9 minutes to go. First half, Hollenbeck out front. He'll take the three-point attempt, and it's no good.
Oh, that was a good look. He claps his hands. He had an open look at the top of the three-point line.
Good box out by Martins as he got the rebound. At the other end, the shot is up no good, but a foul called as Jair Knight will go to the line now for 2 free throws.
Very unfortunate that they didn't get the possible three-point play, but this time it's going to be on Tyson Henderson.
#1 on Tyson Henderson, 4th team foul on the Captains.
We talk about John Hines not scoring. This is Jair Knight's. He's still not scored now that he's missed the first of 2 free throws. He averages 20 a game himself.
Here comes Ethan Ward back into the game for CNU, and Jason Karsik will check out with 4 points.
Karsik doing a very good job defending and offensively for the Captains.
There's the first point of the game for Knight. as he knocks down the second free throw to make it 24-18. Colin Hines, left side to John Hines. His jumper too strong, and Cale Martins is getting it done at both ends. Martins has 6 points, has another rebound there. Since coming off the bench, he has really given the Eagles a lift.
John Hines left wide open.
Martins here will try a three. He misses. That one is short. John Hines with the captain's rebound.
That's a surprising shot. He's only 13% from the three-point line.
Here's Colin Hines, a long three, not even close, and Knight has the rebound.
That didn't even reset the shot clock.
Knight driving through the lane. Great move, but he missed the shot. Colin Hines with the rebound. Long pass ahead for John Hines. John drives down, had it partially blocked, and it's taken away by Follis.
Emory thought he traveled going in for that shot.
Follis fakes the shot outside, goes to the foul line, gives it to the left side to Martins. Martins on the baseline. Pass deflected by Tyson Henderson out of bounds. And we will have a timeout with 7:41 to go. It'll be Emory ball, and the Captains have the lead, 24-18. And we'll be back in a moment on the home of the Captains, Extra 99.1 FM at cnusports.com.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Well, the Captains taking on the #1 team in the country today here at the Freeman Center. And that's Emory University. The Eagles are 10-0. They've got the ball right now, but the Captains have the lead, 24-18. With 7:40 to go now. Clock running as Emory works the ball inside. And going into the lane, a little turnaround from Jair Knight that's no good. Rebound to Hassan Hamad.
Hassan Hamad and Isaiah Dozier in for the Hines brothers for the Captains.
Here's Dozier driving. He got blocked by Martins out of bounds. It'll still be CNU ball.
They are protecting the rim quite well. That will be the fourth block for Emory in this first half, and still 7:18 remaining as Colin Hines will come back in, and he will come in for Dozier, who just had his shot blocked.
Kel Martins has 6 points, 3 rebounds in 6 minutes since coming into this game. He's given the Eagles quite a lift. Captains send it in, leading by 6. Colin Hines fakes the pass, gives it now to the left side. Tyson Henderson trying to get it into Ethan Ward. The pass is picked off by Harris. Harris on the break to Pierce. Pierce to Martins on the left wing. Martins floats it underneath for Knight. Knight tried to corral it. Now he takes an extra step in the lane. That looked really weird inside as Knight kind of deflected the ball to himself, and then while he was in the lane, he took an extra step.
Yeah, his last pump fake was a little bit too much, where he got himself up in the air a little bit, and he knew it right away. No argument.
Captains basketball, last home game until February 1st for CNU, believe it or not.
I believe it.
Yeah, they've got 4 straight road games coming up before they're here at home against the Banana Slugs.
Hard to believe they only have 4 more games in January.
It really is. Schedule is front-loaded. Here's Toa Hollenbeck, right side. Jumper is short, and the Eagles have the rebound.
Yeah, shot clock got short for the Captains. Hollenbeck had to throw that one up.
Harris drives the lane and banks it off the glass. A.J. Harris has 4 points, and the Captains' lead is cut to 4, 24-20. And now a turnover in the corner. No, they're saying it's still CNU ball.
Yeah, I think they're saying that Martins knocked that one away as John Hines and Isaiah Dozier will come back in. The coaches wanted to give Dozier a little bit of instruction as Avkarsik will come in and back into the game for the Eagles, Ethan Faust.
Emory scored the first 4 points of this game. The captains after that had a 10-0 run to take a 10-4 lead. And since then, these teams have battled pretty evenly through the last 7-8 minutes of this game. We're down to 6 minutes to go in the half. Henderson with a long three, left side, no good. Weak side rebound corralled by A.J. Harris. Harris sends it ahead. Faust into the corner, now to the wing, left side. Pierce with a three, it's good.
Yeah, that's what the captains have to guard against, those transition threes. They were all over the place and left a wide open Pierce, who shoots 42% from beyond the arc, wide open.
Emory here on a 6-0 run. They've cut the lead to 1. And the captain's in the corner. It's Toa Hollenbeck. Driving baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled in by Jair Knight.
Captains have not scored in the last 4 minutes.
And now Knight has it picked away by the captains as John Hines drives down the floor. Had it blocked, he gets knocked down, and a foul is called.
Well, this could be a chance for Hines to get on track. He's 0-6 from the field. He'll go to the foul line for 2.
Foul was called on Albert Fallis, his second, 4th team foul. Both teams now with 4 team fouls. And John Hines will have 2 shots. John averaging now 18 points, 8 rebounds a game. And the free throw is up and no good. John is 17 points behind on the all-time scoring list. He's chasing Trey Benefield. He is 17 away for the number 6 spot on the CNU all-time scoring list. He's currently 7th all-time. Second shot is good. And there's the first point of the day for John Hines. Captains lead now 25-23. Driving inside is Pearson. We've got a whistle.
I think it's going to be on Dozier possibly getting his hands.
Yeah, he reached in, Dozier did, and Isaiah picks up his first foul, the sophomore from Chesapeake.
He was on the floor, so it will be an inbound for the Eagles. And now Coach Zimmerman wanting to have a conversation with the officials, something on CNU's offensive end that wasn't called.
Jason Zimmerman, a graduate of Davidson, was on the staff of Bob McKillop there for 7 years. Here's a shot. Pierce is rejected in the corner, but Pierce is able to get it back. Harris on the left wing takes the shot too strong. Off Karsick with the CNU rebound.
Off Karsick now with 5 rebounds.
Colin Hines in the corner has it tied up. And the ball out of bounds. It went off Harris. It'll still be CNU ball. I mentioned Coach Zimmerman, Davidson grad, great player at Davidson back when they were in the Southern Conference. And
you going to tell me you played with Steph Curry?
No, it was pre-Steph Curry.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, he's had a great run. 17 years as head coach at Emory. Now a takeaway is Capolino drives down, put it up, no good, and it's Dozier with the CNU rebound.
Well, and it was off Karsick who got the ball stolen from him and hustled back and made a nice defensive stop to keep them from getting a fast break layup. And now Colin Hines lets the ball get away.
Harris driving down the court for Emory, puts it up, it's good, and he got fouled. Colin Hines plowed into A.J. Harris. He'll go to the line, and he can put Emory ahead for the first time in a while since they had a 4-2 lead. They can take the lead here as the game now is tied at 25.
Yeah, Colin Hines got the ball poked away. 2 straight possessions for the captains where they have turnovers. The first one off Karsick stops the fast break layup. The second one, Colin Hines fouls, and it's a chance for a 3-point play for A.J. Harris.
Harris now with 6 points, looking for number 7. Free throw is good. And Emory reclaims the lead here, 26-25.
Now Ethan Ward comes back in. Isaiah Dozier will head to the bench so the captains get a little bit bigger with off Karsick and Ward on the floor.
Captains come across midcourt, now down by 1 with 4:20 to go in the first half. Hassan Hamad out front. Right side goes to Colin Hines. Up top to John Hines. John Hines, fall away shot, left side, left it short. Rebound knocked around in the lane. Captains get it back. Off Karsick. Double team, sends it out to Hamad in the corner. Hassan fakes the defender. Now he takes the shot, no good. And the rebound pulled down by A.J. Harris.
Good hustle by Karsick to get that offensive rebound.
Driving
a block
baseline.
by Hines.
Hines got a hand on it as Pierce was rejected. Captains go the other way. Colin Hines driving left side. Suspended jumper, no good. Hines with a rebound, sends it out to his brother John Hines. John drives the lane, puts it up and in. That's going to count, and John Hines got fouled.
Such a savvy play by John Hines. Just a mini pump fake as he drives in, gets his man up in the air, draws the foul, and gets the shot to go in. Timeout on the floor.
3:37 to go here in the first half. The Captains are back ahead now, 27-26, with a free throw coming when we return here on the home of the Captains, Extra 99.1 FM and CNUsports.com.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
To have you with us this afternoon, Captains Basketball, CNU, and Emory University here at the Freeman Center. Kyle McMullen delivering us some statistics here at Press Row. He and Rob Silsby have been the delivery guys today so far.
All hands on deck.
You know it. Captains have a 1-point lead, 27-26 over Emory, the top team in the country, and John Hines is going to the line. He was fouled before the break by John Capolino. So John Hines has 3 points. He'll be shooting for number 4. John Hines so far today has an assist, a steal, a rebound to go with his 3 points. Now he's looking for point number 4. Shot is in the air, and it is no good. And Jair Knight pulls down the rebound for Emory. Remains a 1-point CNU lead. Pierce drives right side. Floater is up, no good. Martin's got a hand on it. It goes out of bounds. It will be CNU ball.
It's kind of hard to tell if that was an attempted shot or if he was actually trying to pass it to the big man inside and it caught rim. Either way, it goes over to the Captains with a 1-point lead. 3:20 remaining in the first half of this very entertaining basketball game.
Here's Colin Hines driving right side. He forces that one up, no good, but he got fouled.
Smart play by Colin, taking it in against the big man, Cale Martins. That'll be his first foul and the first trip to the foul line for Colin Hines.
Team foul number 6 on Emory as Martins picks up his first. Colin Hines has 4 points in the game on a couple of field goals. He'll be at the line, as Tracy said, for the first time here today. Colin, a junior from Norfolk, getting ready at the line. Free throw on the way, and it's good.
In large part, the Eagles have been leaving Colin Hines open. He's gotten a couple of drives inside, including that last one, and they're really focusing their attention on, as you would expect, John Hines, he's only scored 1 field goal on 8 attempts.
Second shot good again. Colin Hines makes 2 at the charity stripe. Captains now lead 29-26. 2 disturbing trends in this game, though, Tracy. The Captains' field goal percentage has been dropping through the first half.
Yes.
And the Emory field goal percentage has been rising. And that's a big reason Emory has climbed back into this game. And Jair Knight just missed a high percentage shot. He went in for a dunk, and it came out on him.
Little shimmy shake there. Takes the drive inside, and he just lost the handle as he got up in the air. It was a fantastic move.
John Hines driving into the paint, puts it up, and he hits the shot. John Hines now with 5, and the Captains lead by 5, 31-26.
John Hines doing John Hines things there, just taking it inside. Looked like he could have even had a chance for a 3-point play, a little contact, but he weathers it.
Here's Harris penetrating, lays it in. A.J. Harris leading Emory now as he's got 9 points. Captains lead cut down to 3. Long shot way offline. And a rebound for A.J. Harris.
Yeah, not the kind of shot the Captains needed, but they poke away. John Hines pokes it away, and his brother corrals it in for another turnover against Emory. That is their 10th
Well, we're down to 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Captains leading 31 to 28. 3-point lead as John Hines on the baseline, leans in, turns around, puts it up, no good. And Faust had the rebound, gets the pass out of there to Harris, and the Eagles will try to get closer or tie the game here. And Knight's three from the right wing is no good. And on the rebound, Faust is going to get called for the foul. So he knocked John Hines down. Ethan Faust, the sophomore from St. Louis, will pick up his first foul of the day.
Is this going to be shots?
That's team foul number 7, so it should be a 1-and-1 for the Captains.
It is.
So with 1:39 to go here in the first half, Captains lead by 3, and will try to add to that lead with John Hines at the line for a 1-and-1, and John today is just 1 of 3 at the foul stripe. Reddies, fires, free throw is good on the front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, John getting on track a little bit here. Has made a couple of field goals now, but on the other end, the leading scorer for the Eagles, Jair Knight, with only 1 point.
John Hines sinks both free throws. Captains now lead 33 to 28. CNU's biggest lead of this first half, Tracy, was 8 points.
Yep, 20 to 12 with about 11 minutes remaining.
Captains up 5 right now. Pierce right of the lane hits the 15-footer. Ben Pierce now with 7 points. That makes it a 3-point game, 33-30, and Emory takes a 30-second timeout here. 30-second timeout. Use it or lose it timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Captains leading 33-30, and again, a reminder, we'll be back on the air with you this coming Wednesday night. We'll be in Baltimore as the Captains take on the Blue Jays of Johns Hopkins. 6 o'clock is game time. We'll be on the air at 5:40 with our pregame show.
Johns Hopkins, usually a very, very strong opponent, but have fallen on hard times this year. Not a great record so far.
Yeah, they were 4-5 going into their game today. They're just about ready to start today. They're playing at Stevenson at 3 o'clock today. Yeah, Johns Hopkins a little bit on the downside, but, you know, that'll be a tough game going in there. And Johns Hopkins has been such a great power over the years. Playing Emory and Johns Hopkins back-to-back, too. I'll tell you, those are 2 good programs and 2 outstanding academic institutions as well.
And we were talking about Emory, what they have. This is their last game before conference play. They've got 3 teams in their conference, including them, that are in the top 10 in the nation.
Yeah, the UAA, a very tough conference that Emory is a part of, the University Athletic Association. Captains leading by 3. CNU has the ball as we're coming down to the 1-minute mark, and off Karsick has it taken away by Knight. And on the break ahead, Harris falls down. Looked like he should have been called for traveling there as he was sliding and had the ball. Now comes to Faust. His 3 is no good. And Martins with a rebound. He was tied up with Hassan Hamad.
Hamad was just outmatched and grabbed the arm. He had no chance on that one, and Faust will go. It'll be the 7th team foul against the Captains. This should just be a 1-and-1. It shouldn't be a shooting foul.
Well, Cale Martins has not been to the line. It will be a 1-and-1 for Martins. Mentioned he started last year against the Captains, had 13 points and 8 rebounds against CNU as he hits the free throw. He's now got 7 points. He averages 7 a game this year for the Eagles.
He's a pretty good foul shooter, too, 75% on the season as Hamad heads to the bench. Toa Hollenbeck back in for the Captains.
Cale Martins sinks both free throws. Senior out of Flower Mound, Texas. Makes this a 2-point, actually a 1-point game now. 33-32. Captains leading by 1. 45 seconds left here in the first half. On the right side, Toa Hollenbeck sends it into John Hines. Hines into the paint, backing in, turning around, putting a shot up and in. It's going to count, and John Hines got fouled.
Well, I was waiting for the whistle. It was a late whistle. It's almost like they were waiting to see if the shot went, and it does. John Hines will get his second chance at a 3-point play.
Jair Knight picks up his first foul. John Hines trying to complete a 3-point play here. Free throw is up and no good.
He has missed both of the foul shots on his 3-point play attempts.
Captains lead 35-32 with 25 seconds left. Very little difference, shot clock to game clock. Shot clock about a second ahead here. John Krikorian very frustrated over on the captain's bench.
Something defensively not going his way, but they must have corrected it.
Here's Pierce driving baseline right. Sends it inside to Martins, who lays it in.
They just lost track of this big guy.
Long shot on the buzzer is no good. And we've got a 1-point game at halftime. The Captains have the lead, 35-34. And I know John Krikorian, that last bucket there is going to certainly be a point of contention as they go to the locker room, as the Eagles were able to cut the lead down to 1 here at the break. But a very entertaining first half. John Hines ends up with 9 points after being scoreless for so long. And they're going to need him in the second half.
They really are, and the coaches are talking with Jason Ofkarsik after that defensive set, just not in the right position, giving him some coaching tips there, but just leaving a man wide open, that big 6'7" frame for an easy bucket as the seconds tick away. But the Captains do have the lead against the number 1 team in the country at the half. It's been a very good basketball game so far.
Captains with the advantage. Again, our score at the break. Christopher Newport 35, Emory 34. We'll take a break and we'll come back and run down all the scoring for you at the half right here on the home of the Captains, Extra 99.1 FM and CNUsports.com.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets. America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future. And polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12 Ounce Sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120OZE and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sports book. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world.
Supporters of Christopher Newport Athletics, Bill and Will Oots, bringing you our halftime report. And at the half, Christopher Newport with a 1-point lead over Emory University, the top team in the country. The score at the half is CNU 35 and Emory 34. Emory 10-0 on the year, while the Captains are 12-3. And so far, neither team shooting a high percentage, as the Captains are right now at 35% from the field. Emory at 33%. And you talk about three-pointers, Tracy, how important they are to Emory. They've made just 2 of 13 from long range, while the Captains are 0 for 7 from beyond the arc. And Emory has out-rebounded the Captains 27-25. So a lot of interesting numbers from the first half, but the only important number that matters is that scoreboard, and the Captains are up by 1, and they're going to have to try to put together a good second-half effort here to beat a team like Emory.
Yeah, I think a big key was the fact that they were not letting Emory hit those three-pointers that they are known for averaging 11 a game. They were only 2 of 13 from beyond the arc in the first half. If they just get their average and make 2 or 3 more, this would be about a 6-7 point lead for the Eagles. But the Captains do a good job on the perimeter and did a good job on the fast break. Gave away a couple of bad turnovers where Emory had some fast break opportunities. Captains got back and didn't allow most of the shots to fall on those fast breaks, so that was certainly helpful. The Captains are 0 of 7 beyond the arc themselves. The 0 is certainly concerning, but the fact that they only took 7 3-point attempts is certainly good for the Captains. Not shooting particularly well at 35%. Their star, John Hines, while leading the team with 9 points, I believe he started something like 0 of 7, 0 of 8 in the game and made 3 or 4 of his last shots. So he is now with 9 points and has gone to the line a few times and is only 3 of 6 there. So getting him on track is going to be a big priority for the Captains, and I'm sure for the Eagles, getting Jair Knight on track because he is 0 of 8 from the field. His only point coming at the foul line where he only made 1 of 2 himself.
Running down all the scoring for Emory, their leader at the half came off the bench. That's Cale Martins, who has 10 points as he leads in scoring and rebounding with 10 points, 4 rebounds. The Eagles have 3 players with 4 rebounds. Ethan Faust and Jair Knight also have 4 rebounds apiece, but Cale Martins leads the way in scoring with 10 points. A.J. Harris right behind him with 9. Logan Shanahan and Ben Pierce have 7 apiece, and Jair Knight again held to just 1 point in the first half. And for the Captains, leading the way, John Hines with 9 points, and he's followed by 3 players with 6. Colin Hines, Toa Hollenbeck, and Tyson Henderson, all with 6 points. Jason Afkarsik has 4, and Ethan Ward and Ryan Derderian have 2 points apiece for the Captains. And again, our score at halftime, it's Christopher Newport 35 and Emory 34. And a reminder, the Captains will be on the road Wednesday at Johns Hopkins. That's the first of 4 straight road games for John Krikorian's team, as the Captains will travel to Johns Hopkins, and then they'll go to Randolph-Macon a week later on January the 15th. They're going to be at Cairn, which is up near Trenton, New Jersey. That'll be on January the 26th. Or actually January 20th. Then they go to Pfeiffer on January 26th, and before coming home on February 1st against UC Santa Cruz. So 4 straight road games coming up for the Captains. And right now CNU 12-3. The CNU women have just 1 loss this year, Tracy, and they won again yesterday. A hard-fought game as they were able to come from behind and defeat Stevenson here at the Freeman Center. So Bill Broderick's team, ranked number 6 in the nation, they've got just the 1 loss this year, and they're going to be home tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, and that'll be against Haverford. And that should be a good test for the CNU women's team. That's at 2 o'clock tomorrow here at the Freeman Center against Haverford.
Yeah, I think Bill Broderick's team, the only loss they had was the game that I was watching on video while we were doing a home game for the men here. It was against Southern Virginia.
That's
so
right.
I am banned from watching
That's
any
right.
women's games, apparently, because that was their only loss.
You were
I'm the reason.
the bad luck charm, and you
take it on. Yeah,
you better not put it on tomorrow.
Yeah,
But we hope everybody else will be here at the Freeman
they
Center.
should.
Yeah, the CNU women will
It's
be
only me.
tipping off at 2 o'clock tomorrow against Haverford right here. And also want to mention, of course, the game time on Wednesday at Johns Hopkins. Again, it's a 6 o'clock start, so it's an early start. And we'll have the pregame starting at 5:40, as we'll be probably going through the snow to get up there on Wednesday, the way it sounds.
You just might be.
Yeah, they might still be clearing out. Good thing it's coming before we get up there on Wednesday. I'll bring some back for you, though, if there's any left over, Tracy.
Please do, yeah, please
definitely.
do. I have heard, Sunday night into Monday, they're saying the northern parts of this region might get somewhere near 4 inches, and that's just in our region. Farther north, they're certainly going to get some. So I would think Baltimore, I think you're definitely going to see some snow.
Yeah, I heard, spoke to some people up there yesterday. They said they're expecting anywhere from 3 to 5 inches in Baltimore tomorrow night and Monday. So, yeah, we'll have a little bit of residue left over, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And
nice.
again,
Heading to Charm City.
Not going up till Wednesday, so most of it will be taken care of, I'm sure. But
you hope
the Captains will I'm sure we'll be leaving a little bit early for that one on Wednesday when the Captains take on Johns Hopkins. And again, Johns Hopkins 4-5 on the year. Very uncharacteristic record. They have one more game they're playing today. They'll be starting in about 10 minutes as they play at Stevenson. And that's their last game before they tangle with the Captains on Wednesday. We'll take a break here at halftime. Teams will be coming back shortly. 1-point game, very entertaining matchup here today with the top team in the nation. Emory with the Captains here today, and the Captains with a 1-point lead at the break, 35-34. We'll return to the Freeman Center right after this timeout on the home of the Captains, Extra 99.1 FM and CNUsports.com.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets. America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12 Ounce Sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120OZ and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sports book. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com.
Freeman Center as we're getting set for the second half. And a good crowd here today. Obviously, the students are not back yet from holiday break, but a very good turnout on Military Appreciation Day here at Christopher Newport University. As always, want to thank our servicemen and women for all that they do and their outstanding work protecting us. And also want to say welcome to all that are here, and also want to talk about our great officiating crew today, Alvin Cox and Rob McClure and Jason Moreland. They've done a great job through the first half. And, you know, Tracy, when you have two teams like this, you figure, you know, there's a chance it's going to get physical. It's going to be a hard-fought game. And so far we haven't seen any contentiousness. It's been a well-played game. Haven't had a lot of fouls called. Both teams did get into the bonus there in the first half, but not overly officiated by any means. And just a fun game to watch so far.
You're just saying nice things about the officials because they just walked by us here.
Well, guy came over. Alvin Cox, one of our officials, came over.
You're not supposed to touch the game ball.
Touching the game. I may sign it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they wanted you to do.
Yeah, they wanted me to sign the ball.
Both teams requested, hey, Mr. Official, could you take that over to
him.
Mr. The Francis Tomasino to get him to sign
That's right.
that basketball.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
that's
exactly right. Well, Tracy, the captains in the second half are going to have to rely on John Hines, of course. He's got 9 at the half, but you have to figure this Emory team is not going to come out and shoot 33% in the second half by their standards.
You certainly hope so. I mean, they average shooting. I mean, their shooting percentage isn't amazing. I mean, for a team that's 10-0, they only average about 44% shooting on the season. So they don't really need to shoot that well. They play really, really good defense and hold teams to 36% shooting,
Right.
and that's about where the captains are right now. The captains need to finish their shots, and I think, yeah, certainly John Hines has been taking good shots. They haven't been falling. I think you keep him doing that. And oh yeah, so they did want you to sign.
See,
I was
told you.
wrong. I was
told
wrong.
you. Alan Cox wanted me to sign the ball.
But yeah, I mean the captains are doing a lot of good things there. They had 8 offensive rebounds later in the second part of the first half. Emory started getting some more second chances with some offensive rebounds. Both teams finished the half. Actually, Emory led the rebounding margin with 27, captains with 25, and the captains did have a pretty significant lead earlier in the game. So the fact that Emory was rebounding better and not allowing second chances by the captains allowed them to get back in this and make it only a 1-point margin. Captains were up by 8 midway through the first half, and now they'll start the half with a 1-point lead. Emory will have the basketball.
You'd also expect the captains to improve on an 0 for 7 first half shooting from long range, so that'll be interesting to watch here as we start the second half. And Albert Fallis will inbound to Jair Knight. We're underway. Emory with the ball to start the second half. And the Eagles are now going left to right across the floor here at the Freeman Center. Harris out front to Fallis. Right side goes to Ben Pierce, who struggled in the first half. Pierce just 3 for 10 shooting so far. Fallis sends it back out. Shot clock under 10 seconds. Going inside, Knight had his pocket pick taken away by Colin Hines.
Yeah, Tyson Henderson poked it away right to Colin.
John Hines driving. He has it rejected. Hines got knocked down. No call. Going the other way. Emory taking it to the hole is Ben Pierce, and he takes it in for 2.
Colin Hines staring down the official, and the captains turn it over on the inbounds as well.
Captains down now by 1, and Emory trying to add to the lead, and Pierce goes in and misses the shot, and captains come away with a rebound. Pass ahead to John Hines, left to the basket. He goes inside and scores. John Hines now with 11 points, and the captains have a 37-36 lead.
Jair Knight tried to pick the pocket right from behind on John Hines, and when he missed it, Hines had an easy layup.
Driving inside, Pierce off balance shot, no good. Rebounded Tyson Henderson. Henderson across midcourt, goes all the way through and lays it in.
Beautiful Euro step by Tyson Henderson against the big man Logan Shanahan that wanted no part of his third foul.
Tyson Henderson has 8 points. Captains lead by 3, 39-36. Right side, Fallis comes out front. Harris now left side to Shanahan. He floats the pass to Knight. His shot is short. Rebound, Colin Hines.
And now he's 0 of 9, Jair Knight.
Henderson out front gives to Colin Hines. And a tip ball. Fallis almost had a steal, but Hollenbeck is able to battle and get it back.
Horrible pass by Colin Hines.
Here's a long 3 from Hollenbeck, and it goes down.
One-on-one play, a little crossover, and Hollenbeck with his first 3 ball. The first 3 ball for any captain's player.
Underneath Knight with a bad angle, and he misses the shot. Rebound to John Hines. Hines driving for the captains through the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Colin Hines, and he puts it back in.
Hines to Hines. Colin Hines follows up his brother's layup miss, and John Hines almost got a steal on their inbounds. Captains tie their biggest lead with a 44-36 margin.
Shanahan drops it back out. Now driving is Pierce, and he banks it off the glass. Ben Pierce now with 11. Captain's lead is cut down to 6, 44-38.
And he had to bank that one. He had to throw it high off the glass because Colin Hines had his hand in his face.
Colin Hines spinning in the lane. Scoop shot up and in.
I don't know how that one went in. Magician's trick from Colin Hines, who has 4 here in the second half. He's got 10.
Captains up by 8, 3 minutes into the second half. Harris on the right side, driving on Hollenbeck, goes into the lane, turns, puts it up, no good. It rolls off the rim. Rebound ends up in the hands of Toa Hollenbeck.
Boy, it certainly looked like Knight went over the back of John Hines, but no call there. The captains still get the rebound.
Captains going right to left here in the second half.
And Colin Hines is down on the court injured.
Frenetic pace here to start the second half, and Colin is holding his shins, and he's going to be helped up. And it appears he'll be leaving in place of Isaiah Dozier.
This is about the same part in the first half where Colin asked for a substitution early on and went straight to the training table. cramping up there, so he will get worked on in the training table for a few minutes and then hopefully be ready to come back in as Isaiah Dozier comes in for the captains.
Colin Hines has 10 points. John Hines with 11. They've combined for 21 of the 46 CNU points here this afternoon. Captains lead by 6. Hollenbeck trying to make it a 9-point game. He misses the 3. Rebound to Faust. Ethan Faust with the run out for Emory.
He was surprisingly left open.
Here's Martin straight on 3 around the rim and out. And it's Isaiah Dozier with the CNU rebound. Dozier across midcourt. Dozier to the left side. Now he stops, gives it into Hollenbeck. Can't hang on to it. Ball is loose. Hollenbeck pulls it back, and a jump ball is called. And it's going to be captain's ball on the possession arrow.
Jason Ufkarsik will come in for the captains. He had a very good first half, and he'll come in for Isaiah Dozier. Again, captains going big with Ufkarsik and Ward in on the lineup, along with John Hines, Toa Hollenbeck, and Tyson Henderson.
Captains are 12-3. Emory 10-0 on the year. And the inbounds pass, an errant pass stolen by Pierce. He drives down the floor, gives it back to Faust. He got blocked from behind. Rebound taken away by Faust.
Ethan Ward comes behind and pokes it away.
Shanahan ended up with a rebound, and then the Eagles have a shot from the left side. Pierce hits the jumper. Pierce is heating up now. He's got 13 points, 6 in the second half. It's 46-40, captains.
It's probably the third or fourth fast break, and it looks like there's going to be a foul called on whoever was covering Ethan Ward inside. It wasn't a great pass by Hollenbeck. It's going to be on Shanahan. That'll be his third foul.
First team foul here in the second half. We'll have a timeout with 15:42 to go. In the second half, the captains lead by 6, 46-40. And we'll be back in a moment on the home of the captains, Extra 99.1 FM at CNUsports.com.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Station for CNU Sports, WXGM FM Gloucester.
Captains basketball opening up a new year here today. First game of 2025. CNU leading Emory 46-40 as the captains have the ball following the timeout. John Hines on the left wing sends it out front. Tyson Henderson right side to Toa Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck spinning, drops it into John Hines. Down low for Ethan Ward. His shot no good. Rebound is loose and a whistle inside here going against the captains.
That's exactly the kind of shot Ethan Ward should be waiting for, and I think he was surprised by the pass and then threw it off the backboard too hard. Toa Hollenbeck gets called for his first foul of the game, so each team has one team foul, and that last foul by Emory on Logan Shanahan, his third foul, and he's still in the game.
He's got the ball right now. Shanahan working on Ethan Ward down low, puts it up no good, gets his own rebound, sends it out. Here's Pierce, long three, it's good.
Pierce is white hot right now.
He has scored all the points for Emory in the second half, all 9, and it's 46-43. CNU by 3. John Hines spinning in the lane, and he walked with it. And the captains turn it over. Captains have 9 turnovers now. Emory with 10 in the game. And substitution here is...
And now Shanahan will come out for the Eagles.
Mario Awasam is back in the game for Emory. He was in briefly in the first half. Played 2 minutes in the first half. Out front, Martins gives it away to Pierce. Pierce driving. Sends it under the basket. Awasam is tied up. And he
traveled.
Yep, he turns it over to the captains. There's turnover number 11 on the day committed by the Eagles.
And while the Eagles have more turnovers than the Captains, the Eagles have more points off of turnover so far. They've got 11. The Captains only 5. And Ben Pierce will now get a breather, likely his last break before the end of this game. Captains with a 46-43 lead.
John Hines with 11 points. Colin Hines with 10. Toa Hollenbeck drives in and he banks it off the glass. And Toa now has 11. And the Captains lead by 5, 48-43.
Hollenbeck can do it from distance and then show some very nice touch on that drive, banking high off the glass.
Faust's 3, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Toa Hollenbeck. Captains down the floor, leading by 5. Hollenbeck stripped and a whistle as...
And they're saying he was shooting, so this will be Hollenbeck going to the line.
Albert Fallis couldn't believe it as he picks up his 3rd foul, 2nd team foul on Emory here in the second half.
So that's 2 players on the Eagles roster that have 3 fouls, Fallis and Shanahan.
No one has more than 1 foul for the Captains so far in this game. Hollenbeck readies for the first of 2. First trip to the line today for Toa. The sophomore sinks the first free throw, and he's now got 12 points. He takes the scoring lead for the Captains in this game. Toa out of Chesapeake, freshman of the year last year in the Coast to Coast Athletic Conference. Also was the regional freshman of the year last year. Second shot off the back rim, no good. Rebound is loose. Harris pulls it away for Emory, and now a jump ball.
And they're going to call it travel because the Emory player rolled around. I think that is Harris.
Well, the 2 officials, one said jump ball, one said travel, so let's see what the call is.
I think they're going to give the jump ball.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's the right call because Zerdarian had his arm and he may have gotten it extended a little bit, his left shoulder, and he will come out. Hassan Hamad will come in, Colin Hines will come in, and Ethan Ward back in for the Captains. And also we're seeing for the first time in the game, Christian Wilson.
Wilson, a junior guard from Henrico, Virginia. Captains going 3 deep now at the point spot as Tyson Henderson, Jamal Madison, and Christian Wilson have all shared duties there. Here's a great drive inside of the Euro step for A.J. Harris as he completes the layup. He's got 11 points.
He has taken advantage of the Captains a bit too.
CNU's lead is cut down to 4 now. 49-45. Hassan Hamad on the left side. Out front to Colin Hines, who's back in the game. Hines drifts to the left side, stops the dribble, sends it out to John Hines, 8 to shoot. John Hines dribbling to his left, goes to the baseline, 3 to shoot, leans in, puts it up and in.
I don't know how he found some space there to get that shot up and in with the shot clock down inside 3 seconds.
Captains lead 51-45. Here's Pierce sending it out to the left wing. Martins to Pierce, 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out, and a foul's going to be called as they went for the tip out.
Over
down,
the back?
Down low, yep.
I think that might be on Knight.
Yep, Jair Knight picks up his 2nd personal foul, 3rd team foul on the Eagles here in the second half.
Toa Hollenbeck will come in, Christian Wilson out. So let's see, it looks like Hollenbeck will play point.
Colin Hines bringing the ball up actually for the
Colin
Captains.
Hines, yeah.
A lot of different looks for John Krikorian's team, and his team up right now by 6, looking for more. Right side, Hassan Hamad. And Hamad will shoot from the wing, and he knocks down the 3-pointer.
He was wide open for the 3 earlier, then dribbled around. I didn't think he was going to take it, but he does.
Biggest lead of the game. Captains are up by 9. 54-45, 12 and a half minutes to go. Driving inside, the shot put up by Knight, no good. And on the rebound, a whistle and a foul called on the Captains.
On John Hines again. It'll be his 2nd. And that was just a late whistle on the drive.
Jair Knight will go to the line for 2 shots. Knight has just 1 point in this game, and he's 1 for 2 at the line.
0 of 11 from the field.
And Knight knocks down the free throw here. Shanahan coming back in now with 3 personal fouls.
Well, with this lead getting away from him right now, they have to bring him back in, I think.
And Knight converts both free throw attempts to make it 54-47.
And now John Hines will get a breather. as Jason Ofkarsic comes back in.
Captains had just a 1-point lead at halftime. They've pushed the lead as high as 9 here in the second half. And right now it's a 7-point game as the Captains have the ball going right to left. Just over 12 minutes to go in the second half as Toa Hollenbeck gives to Jason Ofkarsic. Shot clock at 14. Ofkarsic drives on Shanahan. Pump fake, shot up by Ofkarsic. It's no good. Shanahan pulls away the rebound.
Had a good pump fake and really kind of chucked that one up with 2 hands. Had a little bit of touch on it, but just a little strong by Ofkarsic.
Step back 3. Jair Knight knocks it down.
Oh, no. You don't want that to happen.
That's his first field goal of the game.
He was 0 of 11, and that is his first made three-pointer out of 3 shots.
54-50. Captains have their lead cut down to 4. Knight and Pierce with 3s here in the second half for Emory. Colin Hines drives right side, left that shot short. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It's still gonna be Captain's ball. Went off Shanahan down low.
Timeout.
Yeah, timeout on the floor with 11:31 to go in the second half. The Captains lead by 4, 54-50 over the top-ranked Eagles of Emory University. Back in a moment on the home of the Captains, Extra 99.1 FM and.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Captains basketball, first game of 2025. It's been a good one here at the Freeman Center. CNU ranked number 18 in the last poll, and Emory, of course, the number 1 team in the country with a 10-0 record out of Atlanta, Georgia, Emory University. And the Captains with a 4-point lead right now as play resumes. 11:31 to go here in the second half. Captains inbound. And they get it into Ofkarsic. Defender went in the air. Ofkarsic with a nice fake, and he scores on the short shot. 6 points now for Ofkarsic.
Coach Zimmerman saying Ofkarsic traveled, but I thought it was just a very good pump fake.
Captains lead by 6 as Pierce had it.
I think he just lost it, actually.
Yeah, Colin Hines drives down, dishes to his brother John. Defender in the air again. Now a blocked shot. Ball is loose, taken away by the Eagles as Harris dribbles down, gives to Pierce, right wing. His 3 is short. Shanahan with the offensive rebound.
Ofkarsic had good position, just didn't jump for that rebound.
Jair Knight, cross-court pass to Shanahan on the right wing. Entry feed for Knight. 10 on the shot clock. Knight driving in on Colin Hines, and we've got a whistle.
Wow, that was a quick whistle by the official saying John Hines got him.
That's number 3 on John Hines, who
that could become a factor.
Yeah, John Hines has 13 points in this game. He, by the way, is only 4 away now from Trey Benefield on the all-time scoring list.
And
John Hines comes out. Yep. Isaiah Dozier is back in for the Captains. John Hines in this game just 5 of 16 from the field. He's got 4 points, a couple of assists, and a couple of steals. Here's a long 3 ball. No good. Harris missed it. Dozier with the rebound. Isaiah Dozier drives down for the Captains, gives it away to Colin Hines. Now back to Dozier in the corner. Isaiah drives the lane, dishes inside for Ward. Jump hook, right hand, good.
Good two-man game between Ward and Dozier to get that bucket inside.
Captains are up by 8. Ethan Ward now with 4 points. We're almost midway through the second half here at the Freeman Center. Shanahan drives in off the right hand. His shot offline, a rebound underneath. The Eagles have it back, and now a foul is called.
I think it's going to be Dozier trying to get that ball. Looked like he was trying to tie him up for a jump ball, but Knight pulled it away.
Jair Knight with a big offensive rebound. Knight has done a pretty good job on the boards in this game, as he's got 5 rebounds now to go with his 6 points.
And now Derderian back in for the Captains with that left shoulder heavily bandaged.
Here's Jair Knight, 3 from out front, no good. Rebound will go out of bounds. It'll be Captain's ball.
And Dozier was letting that one go out of bounds, but he got really, really close to it before it got out of bounds. And he will come out, and Toa Hollenbeck back in for CNU. And it looks like Jason Afkarsik now on the training table getting his calves looked at, getting massaged, cramping up for the Captains.
9:48 to go here, second half, as we're midway through the second half. Captains with an 8-point lead. Toa Hollenbeck drives inside, now dishes to the corner. Shot clock at 10. Henderson's jumper is good. Tyson Henderson has 10, and the Captains are up by 10, 60-50, their biggest lead of the game.
Henderson stopped on a dime on the right elbow and was just left wide open for that jumper.
9:19 to go. Underneath the basket, bad angle, and Knight misses the shot. It's tipped up 3 times. Knight gets it back, puts it up, no good. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to be Emory ball.
Nope, CNU ball.
Oh, it is going to be CNU ball.
That's why I was pointing that way.
Toa Hollenbeck was pointing the other way. I was looking at Toa, and
Toa was saying it's Emory's ball.
He looked frustrated, like he put his hand back like it was going to be Emory ball, and instead it's Captain's ball.
I think he was upset he didn't get the rebound outright.
The Captains are up 10 and looking to grow the lead here. Under 9 minutes to go. Down low. Derderian rejected by Knight, out of bounds.
Now another big body in for Emory. It'll be Ethan Faust, so he'll provide some rim protection for the Eagles, along with Logan Shanahan, who has 3 fouls.
Faust hasn't played a lot in this game, only 12 minutes, but he's got 6 rebounds.
Afkarsik back in after getting some treatment on the bench. He comes in for Derderian. That will head to the training table himself, and now John Hines will ask to come in, and they're asking Colin Hines about, he's getting ready to inbound. He's been having some struggles, but he will come out. Looks like he maybe got popped in the mouth, maybe bleeding. That's why he's got to come out. And now Capolino back in for Emory. So just a trickle of substitutions here in the last minute.
John Hines will inbound for the Captains. Touch pass to the corner. Hollenbeck's 3, too strong off the back iron. And Capolino just into the game has the rebound. That's still a 10-point Captains lead with 8:35 to go. Right side, Harris for Emory. Trying to drive on Ethan Ward. Sends it back out to Capolino. Now Harris. Right side, Capolino. The 3 is good.
Yeah, they were yelling shooter when he came in, and Hines gave him too much space. And a 3-pointer for Capolino, his first points.
He's only the second player off the bench to score for Emory today. Of course, Cale Martins is the other who has 10 points. Hollenbeck, suspended jumper, good from 15 feet.
Just seemed like he hung in the air for quite a while and got his shot.
Captain's up 9, under 8 minutes to go. Out front, Shanahan passes back to Fallis. Baseline, shot no good. Ethan Ward pulls it away.
Tried to get a floating pass into Shanahan, but Ethan Ward knocks it away and gets the steal.
Afkarsik drives down in traffic. Sends it back out. Henderson straight on 3. It's good.
Oh, that's a good look by Afkarsik. Had patience and found Henderson for the open 3. The Captains have their lead into double digits.
Capolino sends it out. Now to the right side. Shanahan's 3 is good.
And they can come right back at you. Shanahan with his second 3 ball of the game.
65-56. Captains by 9 with 7:08 to go. John Hines left side. Last year in Atlanta when these teams played, it was Emory pulling away in the second half. Here's John Hines right of the lane. His jumper rims out. Ethan Ward has the rebound and goes down.
Yeah, Ethan Ward was going to probably call timeout if he had possession, which he did, but the official said he slid too much, and it's a travel.
So it will be Emory ball when we return. We've got a timeout with 6:53 to go. Captains leading by 9, 60.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Teams played in early January. It was January 3rd to be exact, almost a year to the day. Emory pulled away in the second half, outscoring the Captains in that game 45-35. And Emory won the game 86-70. Here the Captains were up by 1 at the half, and they've opened up the lead here in the second half, pushing the lead into double digits. Right now it's a 9-point game. And Emory has the ball as play resumes. This team, Tracy, obviously very dangerous from three-point land. They can get back in a game very quickly.
And they're shooting 40% from beyond the arc here in the second half, 4 of 10.
Pierce has had the hot hand. He dishes. Shot off balance by Capolino's no good, and Captains have the
I
rebound.
think he got that ball knocked out of his hands a little bit as he went up for the shot.
John Capolino not able to convert. Captains still up 9. Ryan Derderian dishes inside. John Hines cutting to the basket. His shot rolls off the rim, no good, and the rebound pulled away by the Eagles.
You could almost have called goaltending on that. It looked like the Eagles got a hold of the rim, and now they're going to say Derderian fouled him as Knight was falling down, taking a shot. I don't know. I mean, Derderian was just backing up. If you're not going to call contact down there, how can you call a man backing up like that for a foul?
Well, Jair Knight will benefit from the call. He'll have 2 free throws, as the foul on Derderian is his second personal. Knight ready. His free throw is up, and it's good. And Jair Knight, who averages almost 20 points a game, now has 7 with that free throw. He's got another one coming up.
Yeah, and 4 of those points are on the foul line. He's only made 1 3-pointer. That's his only field goal made of the game. Captains have really bottled him up.
Well, he makes both, and it's 65-58. CNU's lead cut down to 7. A little bit of backcourt pressure put on. Captains get it ahead. Ethan Ward drives in, but he missed the shot. Rebound pulled away by Logan Shanahan.
I mean, that's exactly the kind of look you want to get right up the middle for Ethan Ward, but he just got spastic there as he got to the basket and threw it off the back iron.
On the right side, Knight gives back to Shanahan. The 3-ball right wing is short. Rebound, Capolino. He sends it out to the left wing for a 3, and that's too long as Harris misses. Now Capolino straight on with a 3, and that's too short. An air ball, and Colin Hines has the rebound.
CNU very fortunate, and Colin Hines cramping up again.
Colin Hines calling to come out of this game as he comes across midcourt. Captains have managed his playing time this year. He hasn't been over 30 minutes a game very often. Driving inside here, left alone. Tyson Henderson takes it in for 2. And the Captains lead 67-58.
And they have to call a timeout just to get Hines out.
5:11 to go in the second half. We will take a timeout. CNU's lead is 9 over Emory, the top team in the country, at 67-58. Back in a moment on the home of the Captains.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Just 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here at the Freeman Center in the first game of the new year for the Captains and the Eagles of Emory University. And Emory has the ball as play resumes. The Captains have the lead, 67-58. 9-point edge for John Krikorian's squad. Shanahan drives down low and scores for Emory. Shanahan now with 12 points. That cuts the Captains' lead down to 7.
Not bad defense by Ethan Ward, just better offense by Shanahan.
John Hines drives inside. Hines turning around, his shot up, no good. Rebound.
Oh, that should be a foul on Follis.
Big
it looked
contact.
Like Ward
with
had the ball.
Ethan Ward and Follis with that collision. Follis raising his hand,
and
saying
it is going to be Follis with his 4th.
Albert Follis hasn't scored in this game. He averages 5 a game. He's
only taken 2 shots.
He comes out. Cale Martins replaces him. Martins had a big first half, had 10 points at halftime, but has not scored here in the second half.
Yeah, haven't seen much of him at all.
So Cale Martins is back in. Captains will have the ball, leading by 7. John Hines will trigger from the baseline left of the basket, and he didn't get it in.
5 seconds. It took him too long.
He didn't get it in time, and the Captains turn it over. That's 11 turnovers in this game for CNU. Emory has turned it over 13 times. Up top, Shanahan spinning into the lane. Stops, gives it back out to Knight. Jair Knight spinning into the paint. His little turnaround hangs on the rim and goes down.
Only his second made field goal, but he is heating up.
That cuts the Captains' lead down to 5, 67-62.
Big possession here for the Captains.
4:19 to go. John Hines working off the screen. Dribbles to his right. Hines to the foul line. Now gives out. Afkarsik fakes the shot, drives in traffic, spins around, sends it back out to John Hines. 10 on the shot clock. Hollenbeck will shoot the 3, and he got it.
Oh, that was huge three-pointer for Toa Hollenbeck.
Pushes the lead back to 8. Driving the other way is Pierce. He takes it in for 2.
My goodness, he was lightning quick down the court. The Captains completely got surprised on that one.
They got back so quickly after the made 3. The Captains just did not get back quick enough. Pierce taking it in for 2. Now Hollenbeck drives left side. His shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled away by Shanahan.
Hollenbeck saying he got pushed on that fadeaway.
3.5 minutes to go. Pierce drives to the corner. Martin's 3 is good.
That's what they can do. Martins comes in. That's his first points of the second half, and the lead down to 3, 70-67 with 3:18 remaining.
Emory with 5 3-pointers here in the second half. Captains go baseline, and John Hines scores.
Boy, he got fouled. He got his left arm grabbed. Look at Coach Krikorian out on the floor.
No foul called. And they go inside to Martins, and now a foul is called.
If this is on Hines, this is 4.
Karsik
was there as well. And it is on John Hines.
So 4 fouls for John Hines, who now has 15 points. And we're going to have a timeout with 2:54 to play in this game. The Captains leading 72-67 over Emory. And we'll take our final media timeout here.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right. At 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Both teams have 4 players in double figures in scoring. The captains already have a double-double in this game. Colin Hines with his second double-double of the season. He's got 10 points and 11 rebounds. Leading scorers right now. Ben Pierce with 18 for Emory. Emory actually with 5 now in double figures as Pierce leads the way with 18. And leading the captain so far, Toa Hollenbeck with 17. As play resumes, it's Cale Martins at the foul line for Emory. First free throw is good.
Yeah, he has been a problem when he has been in. He just hasn't been in that much in the second half.
Second shot is good as he gets the roll, and Cale Martins now has 15 points. CNU leading here by just 3. Driving right side, Ethan Ward misses. Rebound pulled away by Martins.
That certainly looked like Logan Shanahan got the arm of Ethan Ward, but no foul called.
Jair Knight for 3, and he gets it from the right wing, and we're all tied up at 72.
Knight with only 1 point in the first half, now has 12 in the second, 13 overall. A foul called on Ben Pierce. That'll be his first foul.
Tie game with 2:29 to go.
And now Hassan Hamad comes in for Ethan Ward, but John Hines stays out there. 2:29 remaining. He's playing with 4 fouls.
Yeah, John Krikorian gambling a little bit, keeping him out there. He may be in only at the offensive end and come out on defense.
If he can, yeah.
Here's a 3 from Tyson Henderson. It's good.
They just left him open, and he sat there waiting and thought, might as well take it.
Henderson breaks the tie.
Oh, and now gets the steal, Tyson Henderson.
2:14 to go. Captains have the ball back in a 3-point lead.
Gonna run some clock here.
Out front, John Hines sending Hassan Hamad through the lane as he dribbles to his left. Now goes right. 2 minutes to go. John Hines, foul line, now into the paint. Turns around off the right hand. Shot is up, no good. Came
That's
off
a
the
tough
rim.
shot. Tough shot.
Logan Shanahan ends up with a rebound. Still a 3-point CNU lead. Here's Pierce. Looked like he walked. No call. Here's Shanahan. Spin dribble on the baseline. Right side. Banks it high off the glass and in.
Shanahan just up and over. Good spin move against Ryan Derderian. And it's a 1-point game. 90 seconds remaining in regulation.
Out front, Henderson. Dribbles to his left. Spins. Out front to Hassan Hamad. Hamad. Inside the 3-point arc, knocks down the 18-footer.
Hamad with a crossover on Shanahan to get an open look.
Captains by 3 with 1:10 remaining, 77-74. Shanahan up top, lofts the pass in for Martins. Cale Martins to Pierce.
It looked like there was a foul. Oh, no, timeout called. Timeout called.
All right, Pierce took the shot. There was no foul called. A timeout before that shot. And we will have a break here with 58.9 seconds on the clock. The Captains with a 3-point lead here, 77-74. Stay with us for our Priority Lexus postgame report coming up right after this ball game. And again, we hope you'll be back with us on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. Captains are going to be on the road at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore Wednesday night, 6 o'clock game time. And we'll be on the air at 5:40. And Tracy, I hope that game is as entertaining as this one. This has been quite a battle down the stretch.
Both teams playing very well, defensively and offensively. Captain shooting 43%. Emory only shooting 36%, but again, their season average is only around 44%. They've picked it up on the 3-point side of things. Only 2 made 3-pointers in the first half, and as we thought might happen, they're shooting it much better here in the second half, 6 of 15. So they now have made 8 3-pointers, and that has helped them get back into this game.
Yeah, the Captains have 4 3-pointers here in the second half.
5, actually. They're 5 of 7.
That's pretty strong, as Tyson Henderson has a couple, Toa Hollenbeck has a couple, and also off the bench, Hassan Hamad with a 3. Captains with 4 players in double figures, Emory with 5, and we've got a 3-point game with under a minute to go. Should be another exciting finish here as Emory will inbound following the timeout. Jair Knight sends it in to Ben Pierce. Now to Shanahan.
John Hines with a steal.
Shot clock was down to 8. Now Hines gets knocked down, and we've got a foul called.
And he was falling downs, but I think they're going to get the call on Jair Knight. That'll be his third.
Jair Knight picks up the personal that will put, well, it shouldn't put him at the line. It's only the sixth.
Yeah.
Should not be a 1-and-1 yet.
Yeah, and it certainly wasn't a shooting foul. It was, well, I think they're saying, did he have a clear run to the basket? Could it have been
I definitely have 6 team fouls for Emory here in the second half, so
I do as well.
This should be
both teams with 6 right now.
Should be a 1-and-1, I would think. John Hines wanted an intentional foul called there.
I think the officials want to look at a replay, maybe.
Not possible.
Yep.
That's not in play, so
I think we're going to get.
Since we had a live ball steal in possession in the second half of the front court, the clock does not go back to 30. The clock goes back to whatever it was minus the start of possession was for 2 seconds. So that's why it's 28.
All right. So talking about the shot clock, it is going to be set at 28
because the foul happened in the front court for CNU.
So CNU will inbound. Not a shooting situation yet.
So they get the full 28 instead of 20 seconds because of the foul.
Captains have the ball. John Hines driving inside, and the defender went down, and Hines continues and lays it in.
And a timeout called on the floor. Big play by John Hines, and that ties him, I believe, with Trey Benefield in the number 6 spot.
He's got exactly 17. That's what he needed. He and Trey Benefield tied for number 6 right now. More importantly, the Captains are up by 5 with 36 seconds to go as they've got the top team in the country on the ropes here. And this Emory team, what a great comeback they've put together. But right now, you have to wonder if they're a little bit gassed out there. Tracy is... Let's see if the Captains can put the finishing touches on this one. John Hines with 17. Toa Hollenbeck's had a great game as well. He's got 17. And leading all Captains right now, Tyson Henderson, who has 18 points. And Colin Hines with 10. 4 Captains in double figures.
Still a little bit surprised that they keep bringing John Hines out when they have an opportunity to do offense, defense with him. But he's such a good defender that they keep him in.
Well, Emory gets down quickly here. It looks like they're going for 2. Knight goes into the lane, puts it up, no good.
That went off of Knight. That should be CNU basketball.
Yes, it is. I believe it is.
No, they're saying Emory basketball. I thought that went off of Knight, obviously.
Yeah, Knight took it inside, lost the handle after he had grabbed the rebound, and it did look like it went off of Knight, but instead it's Emory ball. Comes into Shanahan, and now a foul called on Henderson.
Now they're calling a foul.
That's not what the Captains wanted. No. Tyson Henderson's going to pick up his second.
And this will be a 1-and-1.
It is the 7th team foul, so Emory, with a clock stop, will be at the line.
Ben Pierce will take his first foul shots of the game. He's an 83% foul shooter.
The exact opposite of what the Captains wanted there. Stopping the clock and giving Emory free shots at the line, and Pierce makes the first. He's got 19 now, averages 18 a game. Ben Pierce out of Tuckahoe, New York, ready. Second shot on the way, good again. We've got a 1-possession ball game here. It's 79-76. Captains.
Sharpshooter Capolino back in for Emory as they go full court pressure on this inbound, and they immediately foul John Hines.
Capolino, I believe, will be the guilty party.
Yep.
That's his second. And they'll walk it to the other end, and it will be John Hines.
John has struggled at the line a little bit, 3 of 6. But the Captains overall about average, 67%, 8 of 12 in this game. 25 seconds remaining. Captains with a 3-point lead.
John Hines ready to climb into that number 6 spot. If he makes, and he gets it one rattled and went down for John Hines.
It wasn't pretty, but it counts.
Yeah, that's point number 18, and he moves into 6th place all by himself on the all-time CNU scoring list. John Hines makes it, more importantly, a 2-possession game.
Exactly.
Here's his second shot. It's up, and it's good again. And the Captains lead 81-76.
Oh, that looked almost like a backcourt pass.
Long shot from Knight, no good. Captains have the rebound. Hollenbeck is fouled with 16.9, and you can feel it now. The Captains putting this one away, up by 5 with 16.9 on the clock.
Now the Captains huddle up near midcourt, just telling each other, let's just calm down and finish the job here. Toa Hollenbeck, a good foul shooter for CNU, 70% on the year.
Toa Reddies, the sophomore, hasn't been to the line much in this game. 1 of 2, and he misses the front end of a 1-and-1. 14 seconds left. Knight drives down for Emory, takes it in, and he missed the dunk.
That's his second missed dunk of the game.
And a foul on the rebound as Ofkarsik came away with it. And the Captains are going to be going back to the other end for foul shots with 8.9 seconds to go.
He was just so quick down there, and the Captains did not want to foul. He took advantage and just tried to slide it up and over. He had the elevation, but got the front iron and back iron, and it rattled out. And that will be the first foul on A.J. Harris as Ofkarsik goes to the line for a 1-and-1.
Ofkarsik has 6 points in the game. Free throw on the way, and he banked it off the glass.
Why not? Do whatever you need to do. Pop a shot, bank it in, Jason. That makes it a 6-point lead. Now one more makes it a 3-possession game. That should all but finish it if he can make this one.
82-76. Second shot, good again. 83-76. Captains. Fallis for 3 from the right wing. Too strong off the back iron. Rebound. 1 second left. Put up. It's blocked.
Ethan Ward with a block to end it. The Captains have defeated the #1 team in the nation.
83-76, your final score. Captains led by 1 at the half, and they end up winning this one by 7. A great effort by CNU here today as they improve to 13-3 with their 4th straight win, and they hand the Eagles of Emory their first loss of the season.
It was a good game like we had hoped it would be, like we thought it would be. Captains do a very good job of just keeping Emory from doing what they do from 3. Emory takes 30 3-point attempts, can only make 8, which is about 3 under their average, and fall to the Captains by 7. Amazing effort defensively, and they did what they needed to do, shooting 44% from the field offensively, and John Hines moves into the number 6 spot all-time ahead of Trey Pennifield with his 19-point effort.
A lot to talk about on our Priority Lexus post-game report. Coming up next here at the Freeman Center, great win for the Captains as they improve again to 13-3. Final score this afternoon, Christopher Newport 83 and Emory University 76. We'll take a break.